Hey Dressage superstars, and welcome to Dressage Mastery TV. My name is Tash and I'm a Grand Prix Dressage rider from Australia, and this is my Grand Prix Friesian Arbor. And we're here to answer all your dressage questions. Now, I've had a lot of people email me and get on YouTube and ask me, what is Dressage Mastery Academy and what is it based on? So I thought it would be cool to teach you guys a little bit about the German training scale, which is what half of the Dressage Mastery Academy is based on. So the German training scale has 6 aspects to it, and a lot of people, well, when I was learning, thought that the German training scale went up, like you had to master one to get the other. But now I look at it as more as a lateral thing. So yes, you need one to master the other, but to master something like half halts, you've got to also have Lustgelassen. So it all kind of works in together. So the first step of the German training scale is rhythm. And in rhythm, you want your horse to be in a forward, let me say that again, forward. You want your horse to have a forward rhythm. If the horse is reluctant to move forward, if the horse is lazy or doesn't want to go forward, you've got a problem, because then it's not using its engine, its hind legs, which means it's not going to ever be a dressage horse. It's not going to ever engage, come through its back, lift its shoulders and sit on its hind end and be easy for you to ride. So the very first key, he's a little bit forward, the very first key to rhythm is getting it forward and willing. So you want the horse to be willing to move. Then in the trot, you want a nice even trot. You don't want the trot to be fast and then slow and then fast and then slow, because the judge won't like that, and that again is the horse not going in a forward, nice, willing rhythm. So you want your horse to go alone. I don't have my legs on my horse, I'm not telling him anything, and he is just going to trot like this forever until I tell him something different. Then in the canter, you want a nice 3-beat rhythm, not 4-beat, a nice robust 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Nice rhythm that takes you forward and takes you to where you need to go. Again, you want him willing to move. My legs aren't on, and he will canter like this forever until I tell him to stop. So that's rhythm. The second step of the German training scale is Lustgelassenheit, which doesn't have an Australian translation, but we say it's relaxation. It's relaxation plus so much more. It's an allowing of the horse. So when a horse is broken in and allows us to ride him, to get on his back, that's Lustgelassenheit. The horse is allowing us to get on his back. But it's not full Lustgelassenheit, because the horse is not allowing our aids through. When I think of Lustgelassenheit, I think of submission. I think of a horse completely with me. I think of Avatar, and you know how the rider's plugged into their horse? That's Lustgelassenheit, a horse completely allowing all your aids to come through your thoughts, so the horse's actions, and the horse is relaxed and loose and willing to do whatever you ask, whenever you ask. So there's also a willingness in there. And that's a really important key that you want to try and keep in all your training. Occasionally you will lose Lustgelassenheit. You have to. When you teach a horse a flying change, when you teach a horse its first step of leg yield, the horse will be initially confused for a couple of strides. So that a bit of tension creeps in and a bit of anxiety creeps in. But the better trainer you are and the better rider you are, and the quicker you can get the horse back to Lustgelassenheit, the better your scores will be in the dressage arena and the quicker you'll advance in your training. So it's really important to prioritise that. You know, I won't go, yeah, I can do shoulder in down the long side if it compromises Lustgelassenheit. I'd be much happier to do 2 strides of shoulder in and then go forward and straight and keep that willingness and softness and happiness in my horse than, you know, forcing it to do a whole shoulder inside, and I won't get anywhere. If you have to use force and you have to make the horse do it all the time, you won't get very far. The third step of the German training scale is contact. Haha, contact. Everyone loves contact, right? So contact is so vitally important to get the horse through, to get the horse connected. You want the contact to be nice and soft. but you don't want it to be too heavy. You want to be able to have a contact. You want the horse to sit on it happily. You don't want to feel that you've got 500 kilos in each hand. That's not contact. That's not true contact. You don't want, like with a Friesian, if I kind of just shorten my reins, I can kind of tuck his head in, you see? And what's happened to his hind legs? They've stopped moving. So that's when a rider focuses too much on their hands, starts seesawing the hands, going, I got to get the head down, I got to get the head down. You get the head down at the compromise of the horse using its hind end, which means you'll never progress, you'll never really have the horse, because it's all about the hind end. When you think about contact, you should think about riding the back of the horse, not the front of the horse. The head coming down and the horse coming into a soft, nice contact is the outcome from activating the hind legs and having a good outside rein. So that's contact. So that's the first 3 steps of the German training scale. Tune in next Tuesday and I'll explain the next 3 steps. And this Thursday I'll explain the first 3 steps with a rider. Have a super week, enjoy your dressage, and if you want to check out Dressage Mastery Academy, go to www.dressagemastery.com and you can join for just $1 and get over 24 pages of manual and video on how to improve your seat and the first step of the German training scale, which is rhythm. See you guys soon. Bye.